All right, good morning, everyone. Let's look at NASDAQ. It looks like we had a 30 news too. There was a crazy move. I mean, it wasn't that crazy, but you could definitely tell something came out at 8:30. Let's see. Yeah, unemployment rate, non-farm payrolls. It looks like we also have 10 a.m. news again. And it also looks like tomorrow is it's not a bank holiday, but I guess the markets are going to close early, which makes this week a short week. Let me double check though. Bruh. Hold up. All right. The US stock market does not close early tomorrow. Oh, yeah, it will be entirely closed in observance of Independence Day. So, no trading tomorrow, which I didn't expect because it's not like it's 4th of July tomorrow, but I guess it makes sense. Anyways, I would say NASDAQ looks bullish, but I don't want to create a bias just yet. It's definitely been very rangy. On the 4 hour time frame, we do have a couple zones. I think if today continues to be bullish, then I would try to target this 4 hour zone up here, which I think I thought we would get to this yesterday, but we didn't. What else is there? This could be a 4 hour zone. Could also be a choppy day today, but we'll see. We'll see how it is. What I was looking for was just better zones around price, like on the bigger time frame. I don't think I found anything, but I did find a good 90-minute zone here on NASDAQ. This could be a 1 hour zone as well. I mean, I don't think I'll do anything with it, but I'll just mark it. But yeah, this is the 90-minute zone I was looking at. And I'm pretty sure that's like really the only zone I have, like on the bigger time frame. This could have been a really good zone as well, but we've already been chopping through it. So don't think I'll do anything with that. This was a good zone as well, but that 8:30 news ripped right past it. So I really won't be looking at that. But yeah, honestly, I was expecting to trade tomorrow, but then I realized the markets were going to be closed. I think I got an email from a prop firm saying that it was going to be closed tomorrow. I was like, what? I'm pretty sure futures are going to be open, but it's most likely going to be very low volume if it is open. This zone I was looking at as well, I'm pretty sure it's right at VWAP. Yeah, very close to VWAP. So I don't know if I'll take a trade off of it. If I do, I'd probably need like, I don't know, good confirmation or like, I don't know, a double retest off of VWAP. Yeah, it's right at VWAP. And that's pretty much it for the zones. If there is any other zones, I don't really want to pay too much attention to them because they are on a smaller time frame. Yeah, and I just don't see anything. I mean, maybe this could be a tiny 5 minute zone. I don't think I'd take a trade off of it though. So if I zoom out, this is what I really want to pay attention to is kind of just where we are on the bigger time frame. So I wanted to look at this 90-minute zone, see how price has reacted. Yeah, I like this area. We've had good reactions. We've bounced off of it. If you go all the way back here, we bounced off of it, rejected it. Definitely proof of interest. Even this small 5 minute zone could also be a good one, but I don't think I'll actually take the trade off of it. Mm, maybe the trade I would take off of this would be a long. So I would be targeting this 90-minute zone. But we'll see. We'll see how the market opens up because we're also approaching this 15-minute zone. I also wanted to look at this 1 hour down here. Right off the bat, you can see this 1 hour zone is definitely a good area of interest. We see these rejections. And I'm pretty sure if you go back here, yeah, we've bounced off of it as well. Cool. Yeah, we'll see. If I was to take a trade, I'd want it to be with this 1 hour demand zone or this 90-minute zone up here. And then this 15-minute zone is really good. Like it's really clean, but VWAP is also very close to it. So I guess we'll see. I mean, something I also wouldn't want to see is just us moving sideways around here. That could also happen as well. I think if I see that, I just would call it a day. I definitely don't want to take a trade I don't really think is that good. Okay, this is this is US 30 and yeah, I don't think I'm going to be trading it, but I was looking at it. I thought it was really interesting how it did like a all-time high sweep. Whoops, right here. Okay, Leo's barking now. He's on duty. I think I saw a couple of zones on US 30, but just not that good. Not that good. It's crazy. I really haven't traded US 30 in a while. How many contracts did you trade when started the beginning of your funded journey? I mean, when I got my first funded account, it was full port after full port. So it was not good. But once I sized down, then it started to get better. Okay, it wasn't really full port after full port, but I was just sizing in way too heavy. And you know it's way too heavy when like you take a loss and it just triggers bad emotions, you know? If you take a loss and you're thinking, "Yeah, I got to make this back right now," then you risk too much. That's how you know. Um but yeah, on US 30, I guess all time highs there's this 45-minute supply zone. It looks like that 8:30 news created this 1 hour supply zone, which is clean. Okay, which is also right at VWAP. Great. Oh yeah, I really didn't plan on trading US 30. Main reason for that is it's right at all time highs. I'm a bad trader when the market is at all time highs. So yeah, I don't think I'll look at that. But I will say this 1 hour zone does look good. Let's see. Okay, this is also 5 minute zone. I want to check Trump tracker. Okay, cool. And then just the any high impact news that we've recently had. I mean, I don't really look at fundamentals to trade them, but I do like to be aware of them. Okay. I mean, I don't see anything crazy. You know what was crazy was that couple that climbed the I think it's the Empire State Building in New York City. I really liked it because I actually watched their Netflix documentary, and when I saw that, I was like, that has to be them, and it was. And I was like, wow. Anyone see that? I hope New York City doesn't make like an example out of them and like really locks them up for real. I hope they let him go pretty soon. Okay, 14 more minutes. Damn. I'm not sure what to do. I feel like I should kind of start the stream around like 9:10. All right. My phone's way too loud. But yeah, I'm always done charting at like 9:15 and then I got to wait like 15 minutes. So I might start the stream at like 9:10. Do you guys hear Leo barking? He'll bark at anything. I actually made Leo my support animal officially, which is cool. If you guys don't know, all right, my phone. Let me mute it. If you guys don't know, if you have a support animal, the landlord can't charge you extra for like a pet fee, or they can't deny your application because of your dog because support animal. So hey, I'm just saying, if you're planning on moving out, renting something, then and if you have a pet and you're scared about the pet fee or like just being denied because of it, get a like not a support animal, but you can get it like officially. How do you say it? Not officially verified, but you can request it to be a support animal all online, and it can save you money. Longs today, I was low key thinking longs today as well. I just think it looks very bullish. I mean, especially with the 8:30 news. just pumping higher. Oh my god. Sorry, I'm looking at this pattern here. Anyone recognize this pattern? I mean, if you're on Instagram, you recognize it. I just know you do. No, I won't start charting on stream. I'll just start it a little bit later. But we'll see. I also just like taking my time with it. I don't like rushing the analysis because then if you rush the analysis, then you don't really like look at the bigger picture. I mean, if you rush the analysis, you rush a trade. Yeah, when was this move? Sorry, I want to see something really quick. Okay. Oh yeah, this isn't. I thought this move here was. I thought this whole pattern here was like during a New York Open, but I just kind of realized it was over 2 days. So I guess that makes sense. That's funny though. 10 more minutes. We do have 10 a.m. news, so we'll see how that goes. I mean, let me see what happened yesterday at 10 a.m. Yesterday was a bit weird at 10 a.m. because my Wi-Fi went out right at 10, right as I hit TP. Just crazy timing. Okay. Okay, looking at this news, 10 a.m. news, pretty sad, honestly. Like you would have I would have thought the market would have picked up some volume after that 10 a.m. news. It did the opposite. Look at this. Damn, that looks tough. I also thought the market was gonna continue a bit higher yesterday. I thought it would have gone up to 380s all the way up here. That's what I was expecting, but that did not happen. It was a pretty rangy day yesterday. Great moves though. Like this whole move up here was over 200 points, and the opening candle was huge as well. So there is great opportunities. It's crazy too cuz even the overnight sessions have been crazy. Especially I would say especially Asian session. The volume has been crazy for sure. Yeah, like I mean, I don't trade Asia session, but it almost looks like a New York Open, right? Like it's very volatile. This whole move up here is basically what 200 points, which is a big move. I mean, you could even swing trade overnight. Like it's yeah, these are big moves. US 30, I mean, I don't know. I'm not sure if it's kind of like Nasdaq where it's been more volatile overnight. So I really never paid attention to that, but I will say the New York Opens, I don't know, they just haven't been as clean as I remember it. But maybe it's just the way that I trade. Could be that as well. What is your Asia time? On this indicator, it's right at 8 p.m. 8 p.m. Eastern. And then London is 2 a.m. Eastern, which I thought it was at 3. But on this indicator is at 2. You know, now that I think about it, Why does it? It says that London stops at what 5 o'clock. But I remember learning about the sessions when I was learning Forex, and they said that London stopped at 10 a.m. or something like that. So then New York and London would like be together, and that's why it was the most volatile time. But now that I look at this, it says it stops at 5 a.m. So I'm not sure. I'm gonna have to go to London and find out. You know what I think is really cool when people go to like Tokyo or something and they trade Asia session. I think that's really cool. Actually, now that I think about it, I mean I won't be in another country, but I'll be very close to other country. Not really, not really. I'll be in Hawaii, so I'm thinking like maybe I could trade Asia session. What time would that be in Hawaii? Hold up. I don't even think I would trade Asia session. I was so bad at it. Uh, okay, 8 p.m. Eastern time in Hawaii. Okay, so it'll be 2 p.m. Yeah, I'm gonna be out and about, so that's not gonna work. It's crazy. I'm about to go to Hawaii in less than 2 months, which is crazy for me because I've never been to that side of the world. And I don't think I know any family member that has been to Hawaii, which is cool. So I'll probably be the first one out of my family to go to Hawaii for 2 weeks too. Like it's not even a little, a little vacation. It's a big one. And then we're island hopping. Crazy, crazy. How big is your stop loss usually on NQ? Okay, so a couple months ago it was 100 ticks, right? Or 25 points. Yeah, 25 points. But recently it's been crazy volatile. So now my stop loss could be like up to 50 points. I'm pretty sure yesterday my stop loss was a little bit over 50 points, which was fine because there was a lot of volume and I sized down. But yeah, I will say it's kind of been a bit hard for me to figure out the sizing with the new markets, but I don't know. It really depends on the day and the trade itself. But yeah, usually it's set at 100 ticks and it's fine. But it has been really hard to have that tight of a stop loss recently because it's been crazy. Like yesterday, if my trade had the same entry with 100 tick stop loss, I would have gotten stopped out instantly. Like I'm talking about in a small wick, I would have gotten stopped out. We got like 3 more minutes for market open. Why 8 p.m.? I don't know. That's just how the indicator is set. I'm in London now. Nice. I want to go to London. I just feel like if I go to London, like I'll get an accent somehow, you know, which I don't mind, but I'll probably be talking with the accent over there. Is that rude? I don't think it's rude, is it? Maybe it is. Maybe I shouldn't. That reminds me, I find it so weird when a British actor does an American accent, because they do it so well. Like, what's his name? The Spider Man guy? Damn, what's his name? You guys know him. Spider Man. He's British or something. Like, he has an accent in real life, but in the movies, he actually sounds American. Tom Holland, yes. Yes. Peter. Yo, that Spider Man movie, too good. Too I haven't watched it, but I just know it's too good. I'm usually like not a big fan of movies, but Marvel movies, they're just too good. Like I don't even really know but what goes on or what's the full story, but the action, I don't know. I think Marvel movies are the best. Okay, here's the market open. And we can see volume kicking in on both US 30 and NASDAQ. So let's see how this opens up. Okay. Straight down. Now, if this closes below 0.40, I definitely could short it and target down here, 919, but I don't think I will because I'd rather take a trade off of this 1 hour zone if we even get down here because we are at VWAP. So I could play around. Yeah, I'm also just mainly looking at NASDAQ. It's definitely very volatile as well. This 1 minute candlestick is 100 points. So I would say that's a good sign for me to size down if I do end up taking a trade. I don't think I'll take a trade around here because of VWAP. But if VWAP wasn't there, then I'd definitely be looking for one. Okay, let's see what it does. So far, it seems like we've rejected this 15-minute demand zone. We are staying above VWAP, which seems pretty bullish. But I'm actually more interested in seeing how the 5 minute candle closes since we are at VWAP. And something I don't want to see is just price action like this around this area. Would not want to see that. Honestly, I think if I see something like this, I just try to call it a day. All right, I don't want to judge it too soon, but this looks pretty chopped. We're only 3 minutes in, but damn. I definitely want to see a change in how these 1 minute candlesticks close. ES is pumping. Maybe I should try to look at ES instead of US 30 so I could get some experience with it. Okay, we do have this small 10-minute zone as well. I'm thinking to long it if I see a close above 156. I could also short it if it breaks this 1 minute wick. But I want to see how it closes. All right, I'm gonna short here on Nasdaq. I did size down as well. I do like where the stop loss is. I think if I get stopped, the longs will continue. Yeah, I'm gonna get stopped. Or not. No, I'll get stopped. I think I'll get stopped. Unless it really reverses here. But yeah. Okay, clean short. I'd want this to close below 0.39. I'm also gonna break even here. I wouldn't want to see a crazy reversal around this area. Yeah, I definitely want to see this stay below the 80s. Let's see if it does that. Okay, retesting VWAP. Stopped out break even. This is a very rangy market. It's a great trade though. 80-point trade. Let's see what it does. Damn, it's it's low key moving sideways on VWAP, so I don't know. I don't think I'd want to take another trade playing with the range. I'd really want to see this pick a direction. Okay, close below VWAP, which is good. How's a 5 minute look? Yeah. 5 minute looks pretty choppy. 3 more minutes for the 15-minute candle. We've bounced off of this 15-minute zone down here twice. Let's see if we also reject this 10-minute zone twice. I mean, I don't think we will, just because we've also bounced off of VWAP. But anything could happen. It could just be moving sideways for a little. Maybe even till 10 a.m. Maybe 10 a.m. could clear this out. 2 more minutes for this 15-minute candle. If you look at the 15-minute candle, it looks like a clean bounce off of VWAP. Let's see if this closes above 56. It definitely looks like it will. So I probably will take long soon. Okay. That's not what I wanted to see. Yeah. Last minute for this 15-minute candle, and it's created a huge wick so far. Okay, I was gonna say I might take shorts if it breaks this 1 minute wick, but we're back up at this 50% line. It really just depends how we close. I do plan on taking shorts if it breaks this wick down here. Just play the range. If that happens. Let's see. Okay, I'm in another short. I'm actually gonna tighten stop as well, right at this 50% line, because that bind came in strong. Yeah. All right. If this closes out above 56, I think officially the longs will come in. If that happens. All right. I'm in another long here. I'm putting my stop below the zone at 128. This will be my last trade too. I think if this doesn't play out, it'll definitely be choppy for the rest of the day. Or at least until the news, right? Because the news could clear this out. Definitely need a orb breakout in order for this to play out. So yeah, I'd want to see this 5 minute close above 189. Then that would be the orb breakout. Okay, that was not a great close at all. 10 more minutes for news. If I'm in this trade still by news, I definitely want to be break even. Which I think my break even line's gonna be up here at 42, which is this 5 minute zone. Okay, nice. We're about to be at this 5 minute zone. Definitely could reject this area, so I will tie in my stop to this 5 minute wick down here. Eight more minutes for news. Let me do some math really quick. Okay. I definitely this what am I saying? I definitely think this trade could play out. If it gets above this 5 minute zone, then I think it could easily come back up to 84. Mm, not a good candle. Yeah, I'll break even here. I don't like that rejection. It's gonna be a 5 minute candle close. So this next candle might save us. Might pump straight up to TP. You never know. Let's see. It's also right before news. Yesterday, I feel like we saw a spike of volume before the news came out. Okay, I'm just trying to make sure my TP's at the right spot. Damn, yeah, we keep rejecting this 5 minute zone. Yeah, that was pretty bad. My last hope would be us bouncing at the opening range, but that was a pretty nasty rejection. We retested it twice and rejected it. Like 2 more minutes for news too. I'm gonna put my stop loss a little bit above break even in case the news candle shoots down. It could happen. Okay, 1 more minute for news. I definitely want to see this 5 minute close above 253. We'll see if that happens. I mean, it's really 50-50. The only thing I don't like is that we've rejected this 5 minute zone a couple times. All right. Well, here's the news candle. Not really a crazy candle. Right now, I'm trying to target these highs all the way up here. But honestly, I might close it out once we get to like 100 points. Either way, I'll get stopped out in some type of profit. Let's see if this really pumps up. It's definitely been struggling, but I mean, if you look at the market ever since it opened, that's how it's been moving. Very slow. All right, I'm gonna start to trail this pretty tight. Probably just on the 1 minute candlesticks. All right, that was it. Got stopped out. I do think this has a not a lot of room, but I do think it could get up to 384. It's just moving very slow. It took 3 trades. This short was really good, very close to take profit. Very close. Too close. Okay, maybe not too close, but maybe it could have trailed it a little bit. But I honestly thought it could have gone down to take this low. I mean, it was an aggressive sell off. So I was like, hell yeah, this shit about to continue. Nope. But anyways, I'm glad I actually broke even on that trade. This trade I took again, I took another short. I thought we were rejecting this area once again. So I was like, all right, let me play the range. Immediately got stopped out. So once I saw this aggressive bind and this candle closing above the 50% line that we kept rejecting, I was like, okay, now it's definitely going to break out higher. I mean, we've bounced off of this area, right? This 15-minute demand zone plus VWAP, we've bounced off of it. So I was like, okay, this is probably going to continue higher. It took a while, but we hit TP. TP was 118 points, which didn't feel like it, but it was. Okay, I'm glad I took profit as well because that's a sharp move down. I mean, I think what will happen if I was to kind of maybe predict something, I think it's going to be like this. Some bullshit on our way up. Sorry I said it like that, but that's what it seems like. It kind of seems like a one of those days, kind of the same as yesterday. Yesterday's trade was pretty long as well. Keep in mind, like most of my, usually my take profit is less than 5 minutes, maybe 10 minutes, maybe. Recently, though, well, this week, it's been over 10 minutes, over 15 minutes. But it's not surprising because I'm going for a bigger target since I am sizing down. So, yeah, wow. Glad I took profit. Look at that. No reason to take profit except maybe the small 5 minute zone that I was looking at. That's what it looks like we rejected. And yeah, since I took that other loss, that puts me up at $400 on all accounts, which isn't bad. It could have been a red day, especially with the chop. And yeah, especially if I kept the same size with the same stop, I would have gotten chopped up bad. Honestly, I would, the only way I'd be bearish is if we get below this 1 hour zone. Other than that, I do think it'll tap 386. That's what I'm thinking, but I've noticed this week, well, not this week, but, well, yeah, this week. Yesterday, and I think Thursday is, what am I saying? Yesterday and Tuesday, I'm pretty sure I thought the market would go a bit higher and it didn't. But yeah, we'll see. Great trade. I kind of want to stick around and see what happens. But it's not like I'm going to trade it. I will say this, it's not clean price action. Very wicky, kind of small 1 minute candlesticks. But I mean, that's only if you size down. Like if you have the same size, it's still a really good volume. Yeah, crazy volume. I won't lie though, this trade was pretty good. This short here. Damn, I was so close. Maybe I definitely should have trailed it, but I was like, let me let it breathe. At least I broke even. Wow, this trade completely has reversed. It's the only chance here for it to bounce the opening range. Nope, not really a bounce there. Yeah, we'll see. If it gets below VWAP, then Next is this 15-minute zone. If it gets below that zone, then it's the opening range. If it gets below the opening range, then it's this 1 hour zone. Honestly, I'll be pretty impressed. Let me see. I was gonna say I'll be pretty impressed if we end up getting below 872 down here. But anything could happen. Overall, it's gonna drop today. Did you see it wasn't important news? I did know there was 10 a.m. news. Wow, I'm so glad I took take profit. And I was gonna target higher too, but I was like, no, I'm already up a good amount when it comes to points. Yeah, that was 118 points. And this trade down here was 80 points in one candle. That was a crazy short. It just didn't hit take profit. I definitely could have trailed it for sure after seeing this candle closing like that. Definitely could have trailed it, but it's okay. Also, a really good play was longs down here, which I know I wouldn't have taken because of VWAP, but it was still a really good play. Yeah. Let's see if it gets back above the opening range. It's an aggressive sell off. Your TP's 30,008. Okay, the opening range. Or the low, right? The low. Kind of the opening range. I don't know. This looks like a good bounce. Hope you locked in some profit. That's previous day low at 30,008. Okay, I see what you mean. Yeah, the daily candle. But technically, wasn't it already hit? I mean, I don't trade previous day high or low. So I don't know, but wasn't it technically hit already? Right? Or would it still be considered an important level? You tell me, you tell me. I mean, like I said, I don't trade it, but I definitely like learning other people's style of trading. I think it's very interesting. To me, it's like learning another culture, you know? That's how I see other strategies. I'm like, oh, you see it that way? Okay, that's cool. Even with ICT, like, I know I don't like, the famous ICT traders, but the concepts I find interesting, just like order flow. I think it's very interesting. But the way I kind of see it is just like try a bunch of things and just stick to what clicks for you. Something that clicks for me might not click for you. Main TP is London low. Where is that? Okay. I see. I see. Yeah, it could go anywhere at this point. These moves are good as well. These 1 minute candlesticks. The great thing about trading is someone could short, another person could long, and they could both be right. Especially with these moves. These moves are big. 100 point moves. It's been kind of easy to catch 100 points this week. But I would say, like, if either you got a really good entry or your stop loss was wide enough, like me, my entries have been all right, but my stop losses have been good, causing me to win. But I'm aiming for 9K profit. Holy. Could definitely get 9K profit with these moves. Shit. Even though it's like not the best price actions, crazy volume. Crazy volume. What time is it? 10:16. Trying to see what ends up happening here. I mean, I'm not trading anymore. That was it. I think today was pretty good. One break even, one loss, and then a huge win. I've noticed too, like with myself, I notice I'm not good at predicting big moves. Like I'm not a good swing trader. You know how sometimes you look at the market and you're like, oh yeah, it's gonna get here by tomorrow or something? Or like for Asia session as well, like I'm not good at it. I'm only good at predicting the opening, but like the first 30 minutes, and that's it. That's what I'm good at. The rest is like I either need more practice on or just don't do it at all because I'm not that good. Sometimes I am, of course, but I feel like most of the time it's not my thing. What happened with ES? ES damn, pumped up. Let me look at US 30. See what happened here. See, I don't know what I would have done with US 30. I feel like with US 30, yeah, I don't know. Yeah, not even this long I would have taken. So I would have tried taking it like either back here or trade down here. I think the most realistic trade maybe would have been this long here. And then I would have targeted 100 points just for it to completely reverse. And then this long down here, I don't think I actually would have taken because we had already kind of chopped through the zone. I'm glad I traded Nasdaq. On ES, I don't have much experience, but since I haven't been trading, what is it called, US 30, maybe I should start looking at ES because I've heard very good things about it. I day trade prop, then swing my live. Do you swing on futures or options? I know a lot of swing traders do options. Futures. Nice. I think I've only done one really good swing trade and it was kind of on accident. I remember I had a live account. This was a while ago too. And I think I had 2000 in it and I put a couple micros and the take profit was like 400 ticks maybe even 200. But what I didn't know is that my take profit was for only like half of my micros that I had in. So when I woke up, I was up 1,000 ticks completely on accident on half of my micros. And I doubled the account and I was like, wow, crazy. That was my first 1,000 tick trade. And it was on accident. Like what? See, you could predict 1,000 tick trade, but to catch it, I think it's something else. Definitely gotta hold it more. And it's funny because I did it on accident. I didn't do it on purpose. But thankfully it played out. And that was one of the times where it was like the market was going crazy, like how it's been doing now, where the overnight sessions are like down 2%, something crazy like that. That's how it was at the time. And I'm pretty sure that's why I placed the trade in the first place because it was just crazy overnight moves. But that was it for me. Um, Usually I wait to journal, but I don't think I will today because this would not have continued any higher, if I held it. So that was really it. I'm gonna journal really quick, then I'm gonna call it a day. Actually, a week. So I'm not trading tomorrow. I tomorrow's not a holiday, but I guess they're closing the markets. Kind of doesn't make any sense, but cool. Okay, so the first trade, well, both of the first trades were off of this 10-minute zone. I guess I was kind of confident in this other short because it opened up very choppy, like, not a very good opening. So I was just like, okay, this could play out, just ranging, playing the range. That's basically why I took both of these trades. Let me write that down. Took shorts on NQ 2 times off a 10-minute zone. My second trade got stopped. It got stopped aggressively, I'm not gonna lie. But when I got stopped out, I had a 1 minute close above the 50% line, and Q kept rejecting. Stop loss was below the zone. But I trailed it. I trailed it on the 5 minute candlestick. On the 5 minute wick after it tapped the 5 minute supply zone. I thought the market would continue higher. Thankfully, I took TP. Yeah, so my plan was there was a 5 minute supply zone up here. It's not really the best one, but since we had weird price action, I was just like, okay, since we're at this zone, let me start trailing it on the 1 minute time frame. So it's not like I was just like, let me TP here. I was just like, let me trail it. And that's how I got stopped out in profit. So that was around here. Oh, a little bit over 100 points, which is good. Like I said that, I really thought this would go higher. But that's how it's been this week for me. I've been kind of thinking the market would continue in some directions and it doesn't. So it's just something good to note that either I'm reading it wrong or like the market's just moving differently. Or just other reasons as well. Like there could be a zone here that I potentially missed out on. Because honestly, I would have thought we would have ran past this 5 minute and continue up to this 90-minute zone. That's what I thought would happen. But that didn't happen. And now it's completely going down. It looks like it does want what that guy said, previous day lows. Cool. Very clean days. I hope that the market doesn't slow down. I feel like for the past month, it's been moving very clean, very clean. Maybe not every day, but we do get a lot of days where it's like this. Okay, maybe not like this, but it's better than this. Like you get, wow, candlesticks like this. How big is this candlestick? Yeah, this is crazy. This is 100.1 minute candle. Can you imagine? Crazy. Nomad Caleb, you're crazy. You're crazy. I hope you're up 12K on the day. Oh shit. It wasn't a good month. It's only the 2nd. It's only July 2nd. Do you mean last month? I feel like last month was decent with the volume, price action. I mean, maybe not some days, but overall, clean day. Today definitely reminds me of yesterday. Let me see yesterday. Okay, no, today's way better than yesterday. What am I saying? Yesterday was way worse. Look at the price action yesterday. And to compared to today, today's way better. Way better. Wow. That's clean. But all right, that was it for me. I won't be trading tomorrow because I guess the markets are going to be closed. And I don't want to force a trade when there's most likely going to be low volume. So that was it for me. The markets are moving really good. So if you just started trading or maybe you didn't catch a move, I would be patient for one cuz it's definitely going to give you a good move. I think there's really good volume. But I'll see you guys on Monday.